Biovet Puławy Spółka z.o.o. is a fully Polish modern veterinary medicines manufacturing company. Through its activities, it contributes significantly to the protection of animal and human health. The company provides the veterinary service and Polish agriculture and breeders with effective and safe latest generation medicines. Apivarol fumigation tablets for the diagnosis and control of varroasis in honeybees. Varroasis is a serious parasitic disease of bees caused by the mite Varroa destructor. It is very dangerous for bee colonies since it weakens them considerably and often kills the whole colony. Clear indications of varroasis can be observed when the infection of colonies reaches up to 20%, and they include loss of strength of colonies associated with brood rearing reduction, disturbances in larval development of brood visible as deformities of emerging young adult bees such as misshaped and shortened wings, limbs and abdomen. Bees are restless. Deformed bees can be observed on honeycombs with parasites on their bodies. In autumn, bees often do not form a cluster and leave beehives. Heavily infested colonies die out in autumn and winter or in early spring. Since the mite growth during the year occurs at an enormous pace, constant monitoring of bee colonies and application of various methods to combat the mite are required. These may include the simplest biotechnical method, consisting of cutting away sealed brood in the season and the use of chemicals to control the parasite. As far as varroacides registered in Poland are concerned, their selection is not too large. One of the most effective preparations is Apivarol, manufactured by Biovet Puławy in the form of tablets for burning. The active substance in Apivarol is amitraz. The smoke produced during the combustion of the tablet carries amitraz, and in principle it can reach any place in the bee nest, which undoubtedly is a big advantage of Apivarol. In addition, the preparation may be used not only for primary varroasis control in autumn, but also in early spring. How to use Apivarol properly? Spring fumigation should be carried out only when we find several dozen species of the mite in winter hive debris, and it should be done as soon as possible when there is little brood in the colony. The treatment should be performed twice at an interval of 4 to 6 days at a temperature not lower than 10 degrees centigrade, and most importantly, at least once a month before the expected positive results. First summer variant. If the number of specimens of the mite in the natural 24-hour hive debris is within the range of 1 to 5 or 6, the Apivarol fumigation should be carried out twice in August after the last honey harvest in 6-day intervals, and the other 2 supplementary fumigations should be carried out in the broodless period in October to November. Second summer variant, if the number of specimens of the mite in the natural 24-hour hive debris is high and exceeds 6 specimens, the Apivarol fumigation should be carried out 4 times in 6-day intervals, already in August. According to the manufacturer's instructions, during the fumigation, beehive exits should be clogged up, preferably with a sponge, for the period of burning the tablets and smoke penetration in the nest to prevent its loss, especially in windy weather. Apart from that, any additional beehive sealing is not advisable. It is important to obey the rule that during the fumigation of a colony, the outside temperature cannot be lower than 10 degrees centigrade, because in lower temperatures, bees begin to form a cluster, which makes it much harder for the smoke to reach all individual bees in the beehive, thereby reducing the effectiveness of the treatment.
W czasie każdego przeglądu rodziny pszczelej w pasiece bardzo istotne jest.
During each review of colonies in the apiary, it is very important to pay attention to the appearance of bees in the honeycombs. We need to make sure that there are no individual bees with deformed wings, abdomens, and observe the bees to check if the Varroa destructor mites can be seen on their bodies, which, in the case of a strong infestation, is easily noticeable.
Które w przypadku silnej inwazji są bardzo łatwo zauważalne. Tabletka tli się.
We put the lit tablet quite deep into the opening to make sure the smoke penetrates the entire beehive, and then we clog up the outlet with a sponge.
Środowisko ulowe i oczywiście też zatykamy wylot gąbką. Zademonstruję pokrótce.
I will demonstrate how easy it is to make a holder for the Apivarol tablet.
Na tabletkę Apivaralu.
The wire is quite thin and there is no problem with its bending.
Nie ma problemów z jego formowaniem. Przy użyciu zwykłych obcążek dokonujemy jednego.
Using normal pliers we make one bend and then another in the opposite direction and put the tablet in the wire.
Wkładamy tabletkę. Podpalanie tabletki.
Lighting the tablet is much faster than when using other devices. We insert the lit tablet into the opening and clog it up with a sponge, and the beehive should be closed for the period of burning the tablet.
I przez okres spalania tabletki penetrację dymu w środku gniazda jest zamknięty.
It is very valuable in the apiary to have universal bottoms that are useful in the Apivarol fumigation of bee colonies.
Bardzo pomocne są w przypadku odymiania apiwarolem rodzin.
An important element of such a bottom is a wire netting that separates the nest from a sliding drawer.
Która znajduje się między gniazdem a wysuwaną szufladą. Służy ona do tego,
During the
aby
treatment,
spadłe
falling
pasożyty
parasites
w
can
czasie
pass through the netting onto the bottom or onto a special insert with glue that I am going to show in a moment.
na specjalną wkładkę pociągniętą klejem, a to jest
This is the sliding drawer where we can use the netting of metal, and in this case we do not have to use scoops or wires, and if we have polystyrene or polyurethane foam beehives we can burn the tablets on such nettings.
bardziej zakładając, że posiadamy ule styropianowe czy z pianki poliuretanowej, to na takich siateczkach możemy spalać tabletki. Ta siatka
The
jeszcze
netting also prevents bees from taking killed parasites out of the beehive, and knowing how many parasites were killed, we get a clear picture of the situation.
poza ul i wtedy mamy jasny obraz sytuacji, wiemy ile pasożytów osypało się. Warto jest posiadać,
It is good to have special inserts that need to be put on the bottoms.
trzeba
These inserts have a layer of glue, and falling parasites stick to the inserts so they are more visible. Instead of the insert, you can also cover the entire surface of the drawer with white, oil-saturated cardboard that will also play a role similar to the adhesive insert.
biały karton położyć na całą powierzchnię szuflady. Tabletka
When the lit tablet is placed in the device, we put it into the exit opening, turn on the vacant device, and then we can observe how fast the tablet burns.
można zaobserwować, jak postępuje szybko spalanie tabletki. Tabletka uległa spaleniu.
Any beekeeper who uses the Apivarol fumigation in the apiary should remember about his or her own safety when carrying out the treatments and follow manufacturer's instructions included with every Apivarol package.
Nie istnieje rodzina pszczela, która była...
There is no bee colony that would be 100% free from varroasis.
Taka jest
Unfortunately, this is biology, and we cannot reach such a point in which we will be able to say that varroasis has been totally eliminated.
porażenie warozą w ogóle nie występuje.
This film was prepared on the basis of materials provided by the company Biovet Puławy, the data contained in beekeeping literature, and the research conducted inter alia in the Division of Apiculture of the Research Institute of Pomology and Floriculture in Puławy.